Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast entitled with New Beginnings Title Company. And we are so excited to finally launch this podcast that has been long in the making, right, Katie?
Yes, finally. It's been quite a year.
I know. So we were going to start the podcast last year, mid-2024. But then, of course, amazing things started happening. And I say amazing because I think it's a blessing to be busy and to have a lot of business. But it made us kind of put in the back burner this podcast. But now we are back.
Officially.
So for those of you that don't know us, this is
Katie McGinnis with New Beginnings Title Company.
And you are?
The owner.
Woohoo! And I am Kelly Ibarra. I am the marketing director and business development manager here. And awesome. So we're going to just get straight into it and basically let people know who we are, what we do, what our services are. But before we get to that, we want to learn who is Katie McGinnis and how did New Beginnings get started? So my first question, Katie, is who are you? What do you do for a living?
Well, I run a title company and I travel.
Sounds like fun.
Mostly run the title company. I started this company in 2020. 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
January of 2020, right before COVID happened, which was a fun experience, if I must say.
Oh my God. So what made you, obviously pandemic, we weren't expecting it, but I know that your business became very successful during the pandemic, right? But what made you, well, first of all, what is your background and what got you to title?
Okay. So background, I was actually in school for teaching and I did my internships and realized it wasn't something that I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So one of my friend's dads actually got me a job as a receptionist in a title company. And I quickly, learned and became a processor and then started doing closings. Worked at a few title companies, realized that, it's not always the best to work for somebody, especially when you're doing a lot of the work, the marketing, all that good stuff. So then I started another title company that unfortunately didn't really work out because the partnerships didn't really go as planned, unfortunately.
Okay.
And it led me to open New Beginnings Title.
That is amazing. And I think, now being one of the main owner of New Beginnings Title Company, you learned a lot of ups and downs through having partnerships, through those hardships that has allowed you to own this amazing, successful company today. So how did you survive COVID? Because I know so many companies, especially that started right before the pandemic or during the pandemic that were not successful. So what was, what allowed you to become successful during that time?
Yeah, well, COVID was crazy, first of all. I started this, thinking that it was going to be booming right away because we had a lot of clientele that actually followed me to New Beginnings from my old company. But when COVID happened, it just went like completely silent, which, I think it went silent for like a month or two. And then real estate started picking up like crazy again. And I don't know, it's just doing a lot of online marketing on Facebook, social media.
Nice.
We were going to people's houses, and at the time it was just me working the company. So I was physically going to people's houses with my mask and my gloves, doing closings, and people felt comfortable,
Nice.
And then we just kind of hired somebody and it got crazy busy and we started growing like crazy because the real estate market really took off. So
well, that's amazing. And when you started your team, something that I think is like very important and something that I noticed is so many real estate companies, they usually want to start like big. They want to start with a big team. They want to start with a marketing department right away and like all of these, people and try to show that they're a big company to try to bring in more business. But tell us how you started your company, because that's
by myself. It was just me and a processor that I brought along with me from my other company, but she actually had a baby at the same time and had to leave. So I was processing, I was running the company, I was doing the closings.
A one-man show.
Yeah. for a few months.
Okay.
Well, probably like 6 months, and then I talked one of my really really good friends of mine into coming and working for me.
So now today, how many employees do you have?
I think 12. 12, right?
12 employees.
12.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. And the best part is like now you have a whole team of closers, a whole team of processors. Mm-hmm. You have a marketing department. And now you throw events. So many people love to come out to your events and love to come to our offices. You now have how many offices?
3.
3 offices. So, we have East Orlando, mm-hmm. Winter Park, and Tampa. We were in South Florida, right? But we did close that office down. And people always wonder, oh my God, why did you guys close South Florida? Well, to be honest, this lovely world of remote closings, mm-hmm. Made us realize that we didn't need an office in every single city. And we also have the ability to be mobile. And our mobile services have allowed us to basically be everywhere at once. Yeah. And it just didn't make sense to have that office in South Florida anymore, right?
The crazy thing is most of the closings are online nowadays. So it's like,
yeah.
The office is really for
us
signing for mortgages. Yeah. For us to get to see each other.
Yeah, for real, for real. So what has been your favorite part about this journey of being a business owner and owning NBT?
Well, I guess just the opportunity to be able to help people out and mm-hmm. give jobs. I don't know. I think that's the favorite part. Obviously, not really the closing. It can be rough.
Yeah, it could get rough. Everything on the back end can be, a little crazy and hectic. But that's super, super, super cool. And also the ability to be the business owner allows you to travel the world.
Yeah.
So
still work while I travel.
That is very true.
Always working.
Actually, I think we all still kind of work when we're traveling.
Yeah.
Because again, I think the beauty of this business is, we're on our computers and we could pick up and work from anywhere. Mm-hmm. And I think that's also something that kind of we're in a generation where that's kind of shifting, where people can understand that you can be in the UK. She was just in the UK. That you could be in the UK and still get the job done. That whole being physical or in the office to get things done is not really a thing. That's more like a thing of the past.
Yeah. Which we still have to have a few people in the office.
Correct.
All the time,
mm-hmm.
But it allows everybody else to kind of take their time.
Yeah. It allows the team to switch around to be, I would call us all hybrid.
Yeah.
Right. But most of the time we're all together. We're a very close team, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. And so what has been your favorite place that you have traveled in the past?
This is a really hard question.
Okay. Or
maybe Italy.
Okay.
And Spain. Those are my top 2 words. I could live in both. Just need to learn Spanish.
We're getting there.
Or Italian.
We're getting there. So those are your favorite places to visit. What has been your favorite place to work from?
Those are hard too because the time difference is a big one.
Uh-huh.
Really, it's not that fun to work and travel at the same time. But it's kind of nice. I guess when I was in Greece, it was pretty just working, taking phone calls, listening to that training.
I think for me, it's been, I travel a lot too, but my favorite place I think to work out of, although the Wi-Fi can be a little bit sketchy sometimes, I think has been Colombia.
Yeah.
Because,
I mean, time zone.
Yeah, it's the same time zone. Sometimes we're an hour off. And then 2, it's kind of I get to be at home with my family. And then the last time I was there and I was working, I got to show my little brother, this is what I do. So I guess being around that family environment, and they understand that, you're working and just being at home. And then also it's really hard when you're in Europe trying to work and you have a tour at 2 p.m. Yeah. So I think just being at home a home base working and still having the family aspect is
maybe from nice. Tampa, because they have the ocean over there where you can just go there.
That too. I do work a lot from South Florida as well, because my parents are there, but I think that could be a little bit annoying because then my mom doesn't understand that I'm a remote person. So she's like, hey, can you come help me cook? No, ma'am, I'm in this meeting. But Katie, so what has been your favorite part about building your team in New Beginnings?
I guess all the different personalities are just fun to like mix and match. We have a lot of fun at work, I'm not gonna lie. Most of the team that we have, I've worked with in the past, so it's not like brand new people that we just brought in that we don't know. So it's been fun to be able to be with everybody. It's more of like a family base.
Yeah.
We all trust each other. We all want to help each other.
The dynamic is really it's really good.
So it's just, it's nice to be like you're with family, when you go into the office.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's something that a lot of the people that do end up working with New Beginnings Title Company and closing their deals here and coming into our office, they get to experience that because we do represent a strong team. We do come off as family because we are, and friends. And when people come here, they get that feeling, they get that sensation. So they come here and they're like, I want to be a part of this. They come to our events, they see our dynamic, they see how we all treat each other, they see how we all collaborate and work together. And I think that's something very admirable of you as well, because it's not easy to pick and choose the right people to work with because one bad apple can ruin the bunch. Right. So to have 12 people in a company that literally everyone gets along and we all do our, our get-togethers and our holiday events, like our team stuff, and everyone comes out, that is super cool.
Yeah, I like it. No drama.
No drama whatsoever. And well, Katie, thank you so much for giving us the 411 on how you created this company, how you created your team, how you got started. And there's so much more to come. Yes. So everyone stay tuned. We're going to have so many episodes and learn about so many different aspects about real estate, title, and a lot of fun stuff within New Beginnings Title Company. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching, for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, follow us. Things are going to get very interesting throughout these podcasts. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.